Welcome to Coming Home to Yourself, the podcast for high achieving women ready to lead from within. I'm Jagoda, and here we dive into real conversations about confidence, clarity, and emotional freedom. Each week, I'll share honest stories, gentle insights, and soul deep shifts to help you reconnect with the woman beneath the roles. This is your space to slow down, breathe, and exhale, to stop performing strength and start living your truth, to remember who you are beneath it all. Let's begin. You aren't working hard because you're ambitious. You're working hard because you're terrified. That high standard you're so proud of isn't excellent. It's self-abuse. It's fear wearing a productivity mask. It's a trauma response designed to hide the fact that deep down you believe you're fundamentally broken. It's a 20-ton shield you're dragging through life, thinking it will protect you from judgment, when in reality, it's the very thing keeping you from actually living. Today, I'm making a 100% confident claim. Perfectionism is not a personality trait. It's a trauma response. It's a survival strategy because perfectionism isn't who you are. It's what you learn to do to stay safe. And if you don't become aware of it, you will spend your whole life endlessly preparing for a life you never actually enter. If you don't stop, you won't be just tired. You'll slowly lose your energy, your clarity, and your sense of yourself. Most of you are standing on a bridge, ready to jump into the cold water of your own thinking, because you think you are the river. You're spending 86.4 seconds a day polishing mud while your actual life is passing you by. If you don't take the wheel back now, the body will stop you, and it won't be gentle. Today we're taking the steering wheel back from the ghost of your past. I know exactly how this safety strategy ends because I hit the wall at 100 miles per hour, metaphorically and literally. At 33, my life looked perfect. Master's degree, high-level career, 3 kids at home. I followed the program perfectly. But on the inside, I was suffocating, breaking. For years, my body was trying to talk to me. Chronic back pain, tight shoulders, that constant feeling of carrying something heavy. I tried everything: physio, exercises, massage, but nothing really changed because I was only treating the body, not the life, not the pressure, not a constant worrying about things that never happened, not the years of pushing through exhaustion, not the perfection. My back wasn't failing, it was communicating. It was saying, "You're holding too much. You're never resting. You're living in your head instead of your life." And once I started listening, really listening, not just stretching, but changing how I lived, how I worked, how I rested, how I stopped trying to control everything, the pain softened, not overnight, but steadily, because my nervous system finally felt safe. Your body always knows before your mind admits it. If something in this already stirred a little recognition in you, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next episode. And if someone comes to mind while listening, share it with her. One message can be enough to shift everything. Perfection lives in thought. Pain lives in the body. And the body doesn't lie. My body was screaming, "Stop being perfect, or I will stop you myself." Why do we do this? Because we believe the lie that if we do everything right, say the right things, work harder, be flawless, then we'll finally be safe, loved, accepted, enough. We divide the world into winners and losers, and we're terrified of being the latter. Perfection tells you if you miss that comma, if your child has a tantrum in public, if your post isn't perfect, your worth drops. But that's not truth. That's low mood thinking dressed up as authority. We use perfectionism to hide who we really are. For me, it started very early. Kids mocked my name as it is unusual. I felt so wrong, so exposed, that when I met new people, I introduced myself with a different name, Clara. Not just hiding my feelings, hiding my identity. I thought if I became someone else, I'd be safe. And I see women doing this every day, not with names, with their voices, their boundaries, their ideas. They rest. Are you still calling yourself Clara in your business? Are you hiding your brilliance until it's ready? That's not professionalism. That's internalized fear. Now, I can hear you screaming at the screen, but Jagoda, if I'm not perfect, I'll fail. My standards are what made me successful. I get it. Thought the same until I ignored my gut on a horse and paid for it. Perfectionism isn't the reason you're successful, it's the anchor slowing you down. You don't have to be excellent to be worthy. Perfection doesn't protect you, it postpones your life. And it never feels complete. And the cost isn't just exhaustion, it's the quiet loss of joy, creativity, intimacy, and ease. Because once you fix one thing, your mind finds another. Your perfectionism is a trainer. It tells you to push through your exhaustion, but it's not the one who has to feel the impact when you fall. So, how do we stop? We don't fix it. We outgrow its authority. We don't heal perfection by becoming better. We heal it by becoming present. We move from perfection to presence. We do not stop it with force, not with affirmations, not with wanting until you feel confident or waiting until you feel confident. We shift to presence. This week, I want you to practice GEFN, good enough for now. Every time you catch yourself over polishing, do one presence rep. Pause, stop the car, feel your feet on the floor, the breath in your lungs. Move. Take one imperfect step anyway. Send the email with a typo. Post the video where your hair isn't perfect. Rest before you earned it. Every time you do this, you strengthen the part of you that sees clearly. Perfectionism was supposed to keep you safe, but it's just keeping you stuck. So let me ask you something. What would you have to feel if you stop trying to control the outcome? What are you avoiding by staying busy? And which part of you is waiting for permission to live? You don't need to become someone new. You need to stop obeying voices that don't even like you. And if you want to understand how this perfectionism turns into the specific internal voice that is running your show, you need to watch my video on why your saboteurs are in charge right here. Nothing's wrong with you. You're just tired of holding your breath. Until the next time, stay on the bridge and choose presence over perfection.
Thanks for listening to Coming Home to Yourself. If this episode spoke to you, take a moment to subscribe and share it with one woman who needs it. And if you're ready to go deeper, come find me on Instagram or Facebook, because this isn't just a podcast, it's a return to your body, to your breath, to your heart, to your own voice. Your story matters. You matter. See you next time.